Hello guys and welcome back to Whizzo Plays Minecraft, where today we are over, just very quickly, at the fish farm that we worked on a fair few episodes back, because I have managed to get myself stuck in a window. I have managed to fix the issue we had with the everything backing up and everything done. I was just AFKing, so hopefully everything seems to be fine. Yep. Okay, good. So it did work. Excellent. So I used Impulse SV's design, and basically I missed out a step where you can't use enderpearls. So now everything no longer uses enderpearls, and I just replaced it with dark oak planks, except for here, because I ran out of planks, so I just threw in a few vines, because I had some vines spare. But yeah, now everything all works. However, it is kind of still backing up because the rate of fish is higher than the rate of bows and fishing rods. If we look in here, there is no bows or fishing rods left. So yeah, there is still a few issues to go. I think what I'm going to possibly do is either run the furnace into a furnace array, or have at the bottom of this storage the furnace, so these chests fill up and then the furnace is there. But yeah, I'm not entirely certain. I'm probably going to have a bit of a play around with this off camera. There's another skeleton. Whoop. Down here, I think I actually did this a while back, but I moved the beacon down here for a little bit. Just to do some speed mining, but I haven't actually finished it off, because right over here is my old mine shaft, which I which I used, there we go, finally got him, which I used at the beginning when I was making this world, which goes down that way. I do have more fish. Excellent. But enough about that. It is time for us to fail climbing a ladder. Let's run away from all of these scary mobs running towards us. If we can actually climb up. Actually, better plan. There we go. And we are going to, while on fire, fly all the way back over to the Slime and Guardian farms, where I have been doing a little bit of progress on the Slime farm. I haven't actually done anything yet on the Guardian farms because I need a lot more sand, and I forgot something. So anyway, as I was saying, I still need a bit more sand in order to start working on the Guardian farms, which are over there and over there, but for the slime farm, I have been doing a little bit of progress. If I just reload the chunks, there we go. So this here is the slime chunk, and as you can see, I've moved the beacon over. So if we try and land, this here is the slime chunk. So let's just double check. Yes, so 0, 0, 0, 15, and 15. So this is just one chunk. And in case you're wondering why I am up so high and I'm not just mark it down under there, is because I'm going to use Mango's design for my slime farms, because they're amazing. Germans are amazing at building designs. And basically, the way that the slime spawning works is there are sub-chunks within each chunk, which is a 16 by 16 region. And spawning works by dividing the work into all of those sub-chunks, and it uses blocks within it to figure out whether it wants to spawn in there or not. So the reasoning is that if you have airspace above the farm, it doesn't load those sub-chunks when it's trying to figure out whether to spawn slimes or not. So yeah, that's the reason why. So what I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to quickly fly down to the bottom of the beacon and show the... yeah, these caves still need a lot of lighting up. This is going to take a while. Whoop. And if we fly all the way down here, I've put some vines in, which is why we had vines up there. Up in the fish farm, because I had to go and farm some. Because it's the only way you can have a beacon and a ladder style block in the same block. And this is the slime chunk at the bottom. So we are currently at Y11. We need to dig down to Y5. And over here we have a lot of pickaxes that we can use to help dig it out. They now all have mending on them. These are still pickaxes I still need to play around with. That's this bit. I may time-lapse it, I may not, I'm not entirely certain. Because we did have a mining time-lapse a few videos back. And up here, I'll show you what the plan is up here, because I still want to keep some of the aesthetics. Let's just fly around the mountain. So what I'm doing is, if we go into the water, sorry that's fairly dark, but you can't really do too much about it. I'm covering the chunk with glass. So yeah, the idea is that once I knock out the blocks below, we will have air below it, though it will require some work when we get to here, because we are going to have to chop down this mountain. So yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm basically just going along wherever a block is, I am just replacing with the glass. And this is a little house I made just to live in while we work around this area. So we have got furnaces, a nice little jukebox with a cat to play, and some chests just to put in any old junk. I've got a few of my pickaxes in here that I should probably move down. My axe, not really too much. A nice little flower on the side, ender chest, crafting table, shulker box which has got the magma blocks for the slime farm, and yeah, that's about it. So I am going to stop the music because it is annoying me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to work on mining the area out for the slime farm. But anyway, I will be back when we have some progress done. Of all the places for a bat to spawn, this is probably one of the stranger places I have found a bat spawned. So, progress update. I appear to have some sand lying around. I have flattened the top of the mountain where the slime chunk is in. So now this is all down, though I have kind of not yet figured out how the glass is going to go past this point. I might kind of bring it up and then change it to grey glass past where it changes, or like a bit of brown and yellow glass in order to pretend it is sand, and then go on to grey and kind of make it part of the mountain. But yeah, that's... I want to make this slime chunk first, and then I'll worry about the kind of fancy aesthetics. I just want to get a glass layer in so it doesn't flood, but we'll have a look at what we've done for the moment, because I think for today I want to try and get the first lot of spawning pads in and the main amount of chunks dug, because we are actually going to have to dig all the way up all the sky axis like I said before. So the vines are going like crazy at the moment. They're like growing everywhere. Plus I found out I can't actually fire my rockets while they are in use, which is a bit annoying. But anyway, this is the progress I have made so far, and basically I am digging down to Y5 because this is where bedrock begins and I don't want to break through the bedrock, and I have run into a little bit of a lava lake. Now I am thinking of possibly bringing over some furnaces and some lava buckets and some spare fish and iron and just some random stuff and get it all smelted down. It also means that my shulker box of tools is currently floating above lava, which is a bit annoying. But you may have noticed that this hole is a bit bigger. This is because I have looked at Ilmango's video, not Vivio. Vivio sounds like some terrible disease you'd get if you played with a hive for too long. Anyway, or a hive, not a hive. If a hive you played with too long, then you just get hives, and that's still not good. So this is actually a bit bigger. The 16 by 16 slime chunk is kind of in the middle, and I've dug out 4 blocks more that way, 4 blocks more that way, 2 blocks more this way, and 2 more blocks that way. This is because for large slimes to spawn, they can spawn, if they spawn, let's say this is the block, they take up 2-ish blocks. So if they try and spawn on this block here and the spawning algorithm says, let's try and spawn the slime on this block and this block. When this block is out the slime chunk, if this block isn't a valid spot, then it'll be like, nope, no slimes at all, run away. So yeah. In order to have maximum slime spawning, if you want more information, I will link Ilmango's video on how this all works. But basically, it's if there isn't enough space, the spawning algorithm will just simply say, yep, not gonna happen, and it won't try again. So, oop, hello, bit of gravel. So that is the reason. And also, I have to coat the entire thing in glass. I don't really understand why, but apparently it makes it better. I tried to understand, but I didn't really understand. So yeah. So for today, I'm going to mine up to 50. At the moment, we are on Y5 at the lowest, and I think this is Y13. So we got about 40-ish blocks to mine down, but past Y35, we are only going to dig up the sky axis. Now, in order to get the full rates of this farm, the wings, you have to dig out the wings, and then you have to dig out an even bigger hat to allow sky access. You need to like dig out a 5 wide perimeter around it in order to get the perimeter to work really good. But I think we're probably going to net out enough slimes from this farm for that to really not be an issue. So yeah. So hopefully next time we will have all of this dug up, and the glass on the outside should be at least covering the water. So I will see you guys in what will be just a few seconds, but will probably be many hours of digging. Oh, and 2 things I forgot to mention. I'm going to move the beacon a little bit closer, because at the moment, if I stand in this half of the room, I don't actually get the beacon effect. And also, when I came down here, I forgot my rockets. Which means that I am going to have to dig, or try and make my way up the cave system. I don't have any ender pearls either. So, yeah, I'm going to have a bit of fun now, trying to get back up onto the surface. So this is going to be fun. Unexpected progress update. We have slimes in the farm. I was not expecting this. I haven't actually lit up any of the caves. So yeah, this is nice. Let's see what we get from our first slime harvest. I may be a little bit groggy because I'm in strip mining mode at the moment, so yeah. I am basically just kind of fairly zoned out at the moment, just relaxing, listening to some music. So yeah, let's see how much we get. But bear in mind this is with looting 3, so we nearly got a stack of slime balls from the first 2 slimes of the farm. We've also got a lot of bats flying around. This is the progress so far. I've dug all the way up, but I just need to kick back this layer and then we'll be done. I'm just removing this lava pool here because I need to smelt up some glass for this farm, and yeah, I also need to cook off some of the fish that we are fishing up in our fish farm over at our kind of spawn base. I don't really know what I want to call the base. I think kind of like the first base of the world. But anyway, so yeah, I've just got my furnace kind of just to pop in everything here. And I'm just putting it all into the shulker boxes. And we have plenty of glass ready to go. I also wet my electrics in there because I died. So I am being very paranoid and I'm wearing all the armor in the world just to make sure that I don't die from another creeper explosion. But anyway, I am going to keep mining and we will see what it looks like when this roof is all gone. It has been a little while since the last cut, and as a result, a lot has happened. Basically, my microphone stand broke. I tried to fix it, it didn't work, so I'm getting a new microphone stand. So for today, for this bit of the episode, I'm just going to be recording with my microphone in a cup. So the audio sounds a little bit strange, that's because the acoustics aren't the best. But anyway, back onto the slime farm. I have, because the whole mic stand fixing a Rooney thing took forever, I put in the killing floors on both sides and the minecart unloading system, which is over there. We have got 9 layers of stupendously limey itsy mobile experiment, or slimes for short, spawning pads, which, as said before, has been extended out 1 block just to make sure that the medium slimes can grow. There is a few dark spots around at the moment because we don't have torches in the middle. In case you're wondering why there's a jungle tree in the middle, that's because I used it to climb up, because when you grow a jungle tree it has vines on. So I grew the jungle tree and then I built off all the spawning pads off the jungle tree. Though if we go in and climb all the way to the top, I have trimmed... Hello, I can't punch. Oh, that's weird, you can't punch when you're on a vine. Hey bat, how you doing? I do have sounds, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay. So yeah, at the top it's all done. We've got some weird junky lighty issues, but I'm not gonna worry too much about fixing them until after we do the roof, because the roof, I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with the roof. I might try and just kind of bring all the water in because it looks really ugly up at the top. I don't have any ender pearls, we can't get up just yet. So we'll just check out the spawning things. I did have a look at the video length and we are kind of trekking on a bit, so I am trying to polish it off. Hey guy. You shouldn't be down here. Right. Yeah, until I add in all the lighting, there is still going to be a few mobs floating around, and bats. Come on. Come here. Come here. There we go. So yeah, what I need to do now is tear down this tree, add the last few pads. I'll probably go from top to bottom, so work my way down, add the torches, and then I don't have to go up again. Though I do still need to put the iron golems in, just to provide the tracking for the mobs, and I'm going to add iron trapdoors at the bottom because apparently it works better. And basically these 2 hoppers go into a dispenser, dropper here, and then there's a little comparator clock, and same on the other side. and then they go up into water streams, which go into a central chest, and it's all nice and straightforward. Everyone's done this a million times over by now, and yeah, we get all of our lovely little slime balls in there. And yeah, that's about it. We are going to go upstairs and quickly talk about the plans for the ocean monuments, because I have been thinking of plans to do over the next few episodes. So we're going to do the witch hut next episode, try and at least get the spawning in. Then we're going to work on a sugarcane farm and a creeper farm. During the sugarcane farm, I'm going to find some cats to make the creeper farm. So, if we go up all the way, we are nearly at the top, we had a skeleton trap while we were working on that, and 2 of them were there, and 2 of them are up here. There we go. And here are the other 2 horses. So, yep. I do need to still tame them and put saddles on them, but we have 4 more horses for our collection, though I still have got no idea what I'm going to do with all my horses, because they are a bit redundant nowadays with packed ice. So, design ideas for the ocean monuments. We are going to have a balance between them. So this one is going to have the absence of space. The ocean monument is going to be dragged down into the ocean floor, is the kind of the design idea I've currently got at the moment for that one. I'm not going to work on it today though, because I need lots of sand. And over here is going to be much more of an explosion. So, or this one will suck in and that one will be an explosion. I'm not entirely certain which one will be which. I think I might do this one first because it's closer. And that one will be an explosion. I'm not entirely certain. I'll decide when I get around to doing so. But then, well, one of them will kind of... The farm will be very much up there, so the storage system will probably be in the sky. This one will probably be either down below, or it will come into this area here, and we'll just collect from this island here. I'm not entirely certain what we're going to do. But what we're going to have here is, this is just going to be just a little kind of hut, like a little just place where I can store just random stuff. And then down in one of these caves, I haven't decided which cave yet. I think it might be this cave here, because it goes down into the ravine, is we're going to kind of switch back, go all the way over to the chunk, have it past the slime chunk, have it past the slime chunk so we can like have a viewing window in, though I'll probably theme that a bit more. I'll go into the theming of this area in a future episode, and then after it's past the viewing window, it will then go down a bit further down, or it will kind of cut back. I've yet to decide whether the viewing window will be part of the corridor, or whether that'll be a separate bit. So whether it'll split into 2 and we'll have one thing go off this way and we'll have a storage room like under this main area here, just so it's easier to get to, or we'll kind of cut down and it'll be a bit more kind of dramatically long way down, I think. Though as it's a slime farm, it'll probably be a bit closer to the surface. Though I will make that decision when we get around to it. But yeah, as you can see here, the glass is a bit ugly, and I still need to terraform this kind of area just to make it a little bit more hidden, because at the moment it's just kind of, there's a random glass ceiling here. I wonder what it could possibly do. So yeah, I need to blend it. But anyway, that will do for today. I am trying to wrap this up because I have already been rambling on for about 20 minutes or so. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and next episode we'll be tackling the witch farm. Though I didn't need to kind of design a witch farm, because I've got a few ideas on how to do it. Hey guy, how you doing? Right. And yeah, and then I'm gonna return to here off camera, bring up all the walls or at least think of design of bringing up all the walls. Then I may just clad it in glass and then design from there and put the iron golems in. And then this farm should be up and running. And I also need to put some minecarts in and make it so the slimes can't get into the minecart stuff, because I already have 1 stuck minecart, 2 stuck minecart, 3 yeah, they kind of get stopped and then started by the slimes that come down here. So once the slimes are all corralled into their correct area, we can then set these minecarts back to go, because otherwise they'll just constantly be stopped and started and it won't really work. So yes, that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and have a lovely afternoon, evening, or good morning. Goodbye.